Welcome, everyone, to Dublin, Ireland, and it is fantastic to see the sport grow year after year. Privileged to bring you a clash from an island known for their penchant for memorable and great fights, known for golf, and now will be known for college football. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. And the Dukes will kick it off to get us underway. That ball skips through the... Touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The offense will have... First time out of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. What a cut, now he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Dropping back, it's Pavia. Keeps looking downfield. He's got an open man.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to peel, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They're working that left side. Touchdown, Commodores! What a catch and run for 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down here for the offense. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. At the 35, he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Right back to the well. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Out of the backfield, he's open.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And to get rid of it quickly. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They want to run it left here. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Scanning the field, it's Barnett. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. And the Dukes in the hurry-up. On fourth down, going to the air. They're bringing heat. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Buying some time. Still on his feet at the 45. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass. Skips away from pressure. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
He's got it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The option look. Now the toss. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Vandy. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line, because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
They go to the ground. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing in this one.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And they can't make the connection.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Finds his man enough for the first. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, it's a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The Dukes are in the hurry up.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Pushes toward the goal line. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion but was denied. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone and it'll be a touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down. Completion a little short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. He's got his man. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Got him downfield. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? He wants to throw. Now adjusting. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
On 3rd down, going up top. Got his man downfield. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Doors.
Defense defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
Fair catch called for and made. They'll be able to snap it once more before the end of the half. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Off play action. Fires to the right. Intercepted. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Commodores will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're... to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab outside. It's Thompson. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. The completion well past the sticks. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Fires left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for it, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. Now 2nd and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Gets it out quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. taking it the other way. At the 20. And he's going to take it off. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Caught on the outside. It's Ross. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Going for the big play. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off.
Set to kick off.
The kickoff bounces through the... Bring it out to the 25. The offense will... Its first time out of the half.
Timeout.
Line gets set, first down. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Using the quick game. At the 45, on his way. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. The give to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. Back to the air one more time. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Finds his man. It's Awchuck. Oh, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
The offense set for a first down play. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Going for a big play right off the bat. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Looking for more room. And he returned that into reverse skate in a hurry and takes it to the 46.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. But he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback extends the play. At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thompson. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry up.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground. and now they've gotten another first down.
Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. To the air, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Grab near the marker. It's Jacobs. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They want to throw it. Scrambling away. And the defense gets him out of bounds at the 3, and they're set up.
That's the end of the first quarter. Oklahoma 7, South Carolina.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tie game, and what about this call? Going for an onside kick here in the first half. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The 10! Touchdown Sooners! The special teams proving worthy of their name. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks early in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
That's caught. It's Bennett. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Coming after it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. This is a 3rd and long. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. That's caught. It's Ocha. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Now on first down from the 28. He's looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Quarterback checking off. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. All kinds of running room. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait. Moving toward the end zone. Ball out! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. No running back on the field. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He's got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Going up top on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
It's complete to the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He's looking to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on first down. He wants to go deep. Picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And he missed it. No good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this fourth down manageable.
Quarterback keeps it. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. An easy call to go for it, and easier after you make it.
Yeah, we've seen it from this offense, too, throughout the season. In these types of situations, they just believe that they can make the play and they can get the push up front, and that's exactly what happened on that.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the incompletion brings up a second down. He'll ride his man on the option. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking to throw on third and short. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the second half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
He wants to throw here on second down. On the run, still looking. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Sharp. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Sooners are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Lets it fly. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Now on the option. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out.
You know, David, I like the play call in this situation of the game, putting it on the ground, trying to be physical deep down in your opponent's territory, trying to break this tie and win the game, but, man, you've got to have better ball security.
Yeah, and you got to find a way defensively to make plays. And it doesn't matter how pretty it is, but they did it just that. Like, make a play, late in the game, tie ball game, force a turnover, give your offense now a chance to go win this football game for you.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He's right on target. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
First down to start the drive after the break. On the option. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman. Oh, it's loose. A defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown Sooners! The defense takes matters into their own hands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a one-possession game in the 4th. anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Moves away as he feels pressure. Slips away. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Zings it complete to the right. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's got it. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the up. Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Steps away. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. The Sooners just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. To the air, it's Hawkins. Might be looking to run. He chucks one out to the right. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burks. There to make the tackle.